is Irene. Welcome to my video. I hope you're doing great. In this video, I'm going to share with you some tips to quickly adapt to the new place where you have recently immigrated to, or if you are an expat who is currently working in another country away from your hometown. The tips are 3 A's: acknowledge, accept, and adjust. I'm using English in this video is because I think the tips I'm going to share will be applicable or useful to all the people who are moving across the border to live or to work, but not limited to someone like me, who is a Hong Konger moving to Singapore to work and to live, or in reverse, a Singaporean who moves to Hong Kong to live or to work. In case you found it a little bit difficult to adapt to the new place, where there are different cultures, languages, and living habits comparing to where you're coming from, I think this video can give you some more ideas to quickly adapt to those. First A is acknowledge. When you're new to a place, you should firstly acknowledge the differences there are between the new place and your hometown. There must be some differences, right? And that's probably why you're moving. Maybe it's for a better life, better lifestyle, or you just want to see different parts of the world. So for those differences, some of them you might know it before you come, some of them you might not. But first thing is that you have to acknowledge that there are some differences. For example, I'm coming from Hong Kong to Singapore. Some differences I have to acknowledge is definitely there is only summertime in Singapore while we have 4 seasons in Hong Kong. And another one is that Singaporeans do speak Singlish, while Hong Kong people speak Cantonese or Hong Kong style English. So these are the differences I've found after I come to Singapore, and I have to acknowledge that. The second A is accept. After you acknowledge that there are differences, you should accept that there are differences. It's not easy. You can imagine that you're in a relationship, you and your boyfriend, you are different. But then you have to acknowledge the difference, and you also have to accept that. You cannot say that, oh, you must be the same as what I do, although I know we're different, so you have to change. So I don't think this is the right way to do it. The same will also be applicable if you are moving to a new country where there are different culture, languages, living habits, or social habits. Then after you know about the differences, you should accept that. Because of different backgrounds or history of the two places, there must be some differences where we, the newcomer, should accept. For example, in Hong Kong, there are some of the fruits that got different name in Singapore. Online. And I really have to accept it. I cannot continue saying the same name of that fruit. Follow. In Singapore, where people don't understand which fruit that I'm talking about. The third A is adjust. After you acknowledge and you accept that there are changes, maybe it's also good for you to adjust yourself a little bit to kind of like adapt to those new habits, new language, or new culture. I'm not saying that you're going to completely change yourself after you're moving to a new place, but certain degree of adjustment is required because it will definitely make your life easier in the new place. For example, sometimes when I talk in English, I will try to add into the Singlish accent when I talk to the local people, especially when I'm going to the kopitiam to order food, because I found that if I speak in that way, it will make my life easier when I order food. So this is how I try to adjust after I moved from Hong Kong to Singapore, and I think it would also be a good idea if you can try. After you you understand, acknowledge the difference, and you accept that, and you adjust a little bit yourself to those new changes, you can finally adapt to this new place. And I do understand that it is not easy, because it's also my own experience when I come to Singapore and after living for 6 to 7 months. So it definitely takes time and effort to do that. But as long as you're willing to put in this effort, your life would become easier and you can quickly adapt to this new environment. You might find that I did not put agree as one of the A's that I previously shared. It's because I don't believe that after moving to a new country or a new place, we have to fully agree to those differences or to change ourselves completely according to those differences. For my personal opinion, I feel that we could disagree to the differences, but we really have to respect that, because we all come from different background and different history. So there might be differences that we don't agree to, but still, it's fine. So to recap, acknowledge, accept, adjust, and finally adapt. I hope this video could help you a little bit more. So if you have any comment, please feel free to share. If not, then I see you in the next video. Bye bye!